Fox News alert overnight. Hurricane Nate making landfall twice as a Category 1 hurricane.
It's now been downgraded to a tropical storm, but as it heads north from the Gulf, authorities warn we are not out of the woods just yet.
And joining us now live with an update, the Fema Administrator, Brock Long. Mr. Administrator, obviously on behalf of the nation, we have to thank you for dealing with one crisis after another. This is now at least the fourth hurricane just in recent weeks you've had to deal with. Let's start first with where we are with this, what is now a tropical storm. Where are we?
Right. So the president proactively once again pushed forward disaster declarations for each of the states to be able to help them with the evacuation life safety mission. And right now, the most important message is making sure that people don't let their guard down, particularly in the inland areas of Alabama, western North Carolina, and Tennessee, because even though it's a tropical storm at 45 miles an hour, the forward speed of this storm is one of the quickest storms we've seen in the Gulf Coast since recorded history of hurricanes began. And so you have to add that forward speed to the maximum sustained winds of the tropical storm. And so what people are going to see are basically hurricane force winds moving through all of Alabama and into Tennessee and western North Carolina.
And we've seen that the toughest parts of these storms are almost always the aftermath of what people wake up to the next morning, the damage that has been done. And as we're already seeing in some parts of this latest storm, power outages. A lot of people that are going to be without power for who knows how many days. How tough is that from your end to help?
So actually, that's a great question. So the power is typically turned back on by the private power industry, and so in the continental United States, what happens is that the power companies will typically stage resources close by as the storm exits. They'll go ahead and start to restring the lines and get power turned back on. I think that this is going to be an annoying event for people that may be out of power for multiple days, but for the most part, I think that they'll see the power come back on, fairly quickly as the companies have been pre-positioned for multiple days in anticipation of Nate.
Yeah.
He said it's an annoying thing to have the power out. It's a lot better than the life-threatening things that have been going on. Montel Williams, my friend of mine, recently went into the FEMA offices, and he said that he was shocked to see thousands of people just working the phones. You guys have been inundated. How's everybody holding up over there?
Obviously, people are tired, but we have a job to do, and we continue to work around the clock. And I think that while a lot of the focus has been on Puerto Rico, people have to remember that we still have a tremendous amount of resources in Texas. You had over 119,000 homes impacted in Harvey in Texas. We're still in Florida, and on top of that, what people also don't see is that we're working disasters across 20 different states right now in the United States, and so. Nearly 85% of my agency is deployed, along with our partners in the federal government agency, across 22, 23 different agencies that are out there. Tens of thousands of people are working every day to alleviate suffering and help, rebuild communities.
Well, it's an important job that you all play, Brock Long. You guys have been very, very busy. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Brock.
Thank you. Thank you very much.